Hello, 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 hello. We're back, 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 we're back. What's going on? What's going on? Hello, people, hello, people, hello, people, hello, people. Hope you are well. Apologies for the delay. Apologies for the delay in getting back to you, but I hope you are good. Apologies for the delay, but we're back, yeah? We're back, we're back, we're back. Hello, hello. Big up everybody tuning in, big up everybody tuning in. Appreciate you so much. Another episode of Random Show. Episode, what are we now? Episode number what? 575. God man, you're creeping up there, innit? 575. We're going for it. 57 freaking 5. Wild one, people. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Let's do it. Let's do it. You're a bit 101 Krieger. Good. Thank you. Good to hear it, brother. Happy I can be of help. And hope your knee replacement goes well. Hope your knee replacement goes well, brother. Glad I can be of help. Good your knee replacement goes well. Big up Mr. Roger, I see you. Long time, Wagwan. Diana, I see you. MK, I see you. Cambridge, I see you. Jacobs, I see you. Who else is here? Sorry, my eyes are a bit going mad there. Wow, what happened there? My eyes got short circuited. Jacob, Daniel Clements, Wagwan, Daniel Clements. Keepy, of course, Apex Putter, my guy, what's going on? Mr. Studio Girl, Wagwan. Cool, let's get into it, Let's not waste any time, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time, let's get into it. People. So, all over my timeline today, it's been nothing but London love, right? It's been nothing but London love on my timeline. My timeline has been infested by a bunch of people celebrating London because the sun is out, everyone was feeling good and positive and shit. I saw something that made me feel positive about London. Look at this update that I saw made me feel positive about London. Somebody spotted a WAYMO in London. Somebody spotted a WAYMO in London, bro. Somebody spotted a WAYMO in London, testing, I guess maybe getting a lay of the land, you know, recording all the streets and shit. We're gonna finally get WAYMO in London, it seems like. Sometime in the future. I doubt this year, it's probably gonna take a while. But it looks like WAYMO may be arriving in London very, very soon. The WAYMO car. Somebody spotted the WAYMO car in London. Oh, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait, mate. I'm one of those people, right? I'm one of those weird tech guys where, no, I'm one of the weird people that when I get into people's Ubers, I don't like to be like overbearing. I'm not the kind of person that goes in people's Ubers and wants to put my own music on, or I'm talking on the phone. I don't want that. I kind of, you know, I treat it like someone else's car. But I also kind of get a little bit uncomfortable when I go into Ubers and the driver always wants to talk, you know? And I'm a talker anyway, so I can't say no. If someone talks to me, I'm always going to talk back, right? Because I'm a fucking yapper. I'm a yapper at heart. But I just get annoying, you know? If I feel uncomfortable to put my music on because it's your car, and I think it's a bit rude, then I also don't want to just be talking, you know? It's just annoying. So I want to get to a place where we have these cyber cabs, cyber taxis from Tesla, or these WAYMO cars where you can just get in, there's no driver, and you can just sit there in silence or play your music as loud as you want and not bother anybody. I think that's the best way to go, honestly, because I really hate, like, it's a little stick, it's a little thing, it's not a big deal, but one of the things I don't really like is when I get into an Uber and it's like, so that's why sometimes now when I get into Ubers, I usually have my headphones on, but I think even that's quite rude. I think it's quite rude to get in someone else's car and have your headphones on. It's like, you know, it's like a giant it's like a visual middle finger, you know, it's like a visual middle finger. So I'd rather to just make sure everyone's okay, you know, just to smooth everything over. We just have these cars where people can just get in, they're fucking, like, they're autonomous, no driver needed, gets you to point A to point B. If you want to put music in the car, if you want to talk to your mum all the way throughout the car ride, you can do so. But there's no need for that awkward fucking conversation, or just a conversation anyway. Especially when you see me and it's an uncle and he wants to rant a bit, or he wants to talk about something you saw on the news, or they want to talk about their fucking other businesses they've got. It's just annoying, man. It's annoying. It's annoying, man. Honestly, exactly the Koila, exactly Koila. And that's the point. It's not their fault. It's my fault too, because I like to talk. I'm a yapper. I'm a fucking professional yapper. Even though this is not professional yet, in my life I'm professional. If someone talks to me, I'm going to talk back. But sometimes I just want to sit there in silence. I won't be able to just sit there in silence. I won't be able to play my phone if I want to. But when I get in someone's car, I feel like I can't do anything, you know? I just got to sit there and wait until I get to my destination, which is fucking boring. So I really want the WAYMOs to start in London. I'm really happy about this. I'm really happy about this. I know this is dumb to point out, but I'm really happy about this. I'm really fucking happy about that. And in other news that I'm happy about is that the Tesla Cybercabs are going. The Tesla Cybercabs are actually being made. There's loads of them. They're being manufactured at the moment. So they're going to be deploying them quite sparsely, I guess, across America. So you guys keep on the lookout, because it seems that Tesla are taking the Cybercab thing very, very seriously.
Extraordinaire Joe Tegmeyer spotted this with his little drone. 25 Cybercabs at Gig.
Look at that. 25 of them. 25 Cybercabs already made. So they're really going for it. They're really going full steam ahead, Tesla, with this autonomous driving thing, because it makes sense though, because this is probably what's going to make Tesla money. Tesla ain't going to make a lot of money on roadsters. They're not even around. They don't even exist, to be fair. They're not going to make a lot of money on fucking Cybertrucks. They're not going to make enough money on the Model S or whatever. The thing that Tesla's really going to make money on is these fucking Cybercabs, if it works. If full self-driving works the way they want it to work, and if the Cybercabs are able to be deployed around the world, and then apps like Uber start to partner with them or whatever else to use these as part of their fleets, it's a wrap. It's over. It's over. And I heard somebody say the other day, actually, which was a really good point. If these become if these pass all the regulations in Asia, it'll be a wrap. Because allegedly in Asia, a lot of their cars that they make in Asia, they kind of a lot of the transport in Asia is geared around like chilling, and these cars are kind of made for it. Like you can just sleep in them. So there's a whole idea behind that. So that whole economy of people who just want to be ferried from point A to point B in like a coach type of, you know, vehicle that's very comfortable to chill in, they're gonna really love these, because these are 2-seaters. They've got no steering wheel, no pedals. They're kind of really big and roomy, and you can just sleep in them and, you know, go through your place all the way to the destination. I really can't wait. I really can't wait. This is the future I'm looking forward to. An autonomous future where if you don't own a car, you can just jump in the fucking Cybercab and go from point A to point B without anybody driving, and you know, you can just have a nap if you want to. Be fucking, imagine jumping in these for the airport run. You can just schedule a fucking Cybercab to pick you up, jump in, have a quick nap before you get to the airport, jump out, and it's all good. I really fucking love this.
Texas on March 3rd.
So Elon said they were going to start full production in April. So this makes sense that we'd see large numbers of them starting to emerge.
So can we talk about this? This is happening.
And now it begins.
Yeah, I know. I mean, everyone's been talking about the Model 2, right? The mythical $25,000 Tesla, but that's not happening. Okay. We've been saying this ever since the rumors started. Elon has said what Tesla is doing. They are not making another new vehicle model with a steering wheel and pedals.
What Tesla is going to make are millions of Cybercabs. But okay, what is going to happen with these Cybercabs?
I believe Tesla will be turning on its fully autonomous robotaxi network, probably in the San Francisco Bay Area or Austin first, and that these Cybercabs will either join the fleet as fully Tesla owned or possibly privately owned. I know, lots to talk about here, which is why we're going to be discussing this on Patreon bonus stories today.
Very smart. Put that on Patreon. Put that on fucking Patreon.
So be sure to join us over there for that.
So yeah, so that's I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. Any more news on the Cybercab? Any more news on the Cybercab? Let's see here. This guy, I think, jumped into one and used one. Actually, let me scroll forward to see where he jumps into it. He jumps into a Cybercab, just a regular Tesla though, not the fully autonomous one. Let's see, where is he? He jumps into one here, doesn't he, around here? It's gonna be trippy, isn't it? It's gonna be trippy sitting in the back seat and seeing the steering wheel moving left and right. It's gonna be so trippy.
So the second day there, my very first ride was an unsupervised robotaxi that came directly to my hotel. I already shared this full ride in a previous video, so I will link that up above if you want to see the ride in detail, but I did end up immediately taking a second unsupervised ride, which I have not posted yet, so you can watch that next. Now, what is strange about this ride is that in over a week, no one had seen an unsupervised robotaxi. And then on my second day in Austin, I get an unsupervised robotaxi. I am very happy I got to experience this. I'm not going to look too much into it. Now at the time, this was an unknown robotaxi. I myself added this robotaxi to the robotaxi tracker, and still, as of the making of this video, none of the other unsupervised robotaxis have been seen in Austin. But there is a person posting over on X that they are getting this same exact unsupervised robotaxi over and over again in Austin. Now sorry, I'm extremely skeptical about everything, and I tried to see if this person worked at Tesla, and it honestly does not seem like they do, but it's just interesting that no unsupervised robotaxis are seen. Then this one appears that has never been seen before, and now it is the only one riding around down in Austin and is seemingly available for anyone to use. Now I know we're only seeing one person post about it, but again, you gotta keep in mind, if somebody is not regularly posting, if they're not a big name on the internet or in the Tesla community, they're probably not gonna post about it at all, and even if they do, we probably wouldn't even see their posts.
So here we are after the fact, it's still there.
So yeah, can't wait for that, can't wait for that, can't wait for that, can't wait for that. Next on list, I don't know much about this, right? I just wanted to comment on this briefly. I don't know much about this, I wanted to comment on this briefly. I saw this news and it made me kind of admire how ruthless American sports are compared to European football and stuff. You guys are ruthless over there. Sports over there in America is a ruthless, cutthroat industry. So Stefon Diggs is out of a job, getting cut from the Pats. That's after a year, innit? He was at the New England Patriots for a year. 1 year only, and they've cut him. As soon as they didn't win the Super Bowl, get the fuck out. Too much distractions. I love that about American sports. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of love how American sports teams across the board, for the most part, don't really fuck around with distractions. They don't like it. If a player's got too much baggage, too much things going on outside the sport, they cut. No matter how talented they are, they'd rather cut them than keep them and have to deal with all the fucking drama and the noise, which Stefon Diggs has a lot of drama and noise around him. I find that really impressive. That cutthroatness of being like, hey, he could actually help us. He's learned a lot from that year of like losing the Super Bowl. Maybe he could take us to Super Bowl the second year and actually win it this time. He's going to grow. He's going to get stronger. He's more mature. He's wiser. He's becoming a vet. Blah, blah, blah. All this stuff, right, is positive. But nah, they're like, nah, it's it. We don't want anything more. He's got an open court case on him. He's got this drama with his baby mums. The Cardi B stuff, you imagine it's only going to get worse, right? You imagine him and Cardi B is only going to get worse because they share a child. They're definitely going to have more drama, him and Cardi B. So I love how, I wonder if they have people in their teams. I think they do, right? I wonder if American sports team have like, I guess like crisis coordinators or something. Or people who basically are the ones who are in charge of like figuring out if this player is just a distraction or not. And trying to spec it out, trying to like forecast how much distractions for the team, for the organization, for the top brass this player is going to be. Because they really do make these cutthroat decisions like, get out, 1 year only. I know he's older now. In football terms. I get it. But still, 1 year only. 1 year only. And you went to Super Bowl, right? You'd think going to Super Bowl at least for that year would give you maybe another year, right? Because you lost the finals. No big deal. It happens. One team has to lose. But now after a year, we're good. We're good, brother. We're good. We are good. I quite like that. I quite like how lethal and cutthroat American sports is in general. I swear to God I do. Moving on. Let's get over to the main cover of the story. Big up Unique. Unique is back on the Patreon. Unique is being cheeky and he's back on the Patreon. Unique is being cheeky and he's back on the Patreon. He posted this video of a chin Q&A. There was a chin Q&A on the Patreon, I guess. And Unique grabbed it. I'm guessing now Unique's going to be more smart, by the way. Unique, I hope you're listening and watching. Unique, please be more smart. Please be more cunning. And don't post your name. I mean, if you're gonna comment on the Patreon, cool, but don't comment, but don't show your comment on the fucking screen. You know what I mean? Don't make it obvious that everyone knows who you fucking are. Just post on there like you want, anonymously and shit. You'll be fine. But as long as you don't make people aware of it, they won't snitch on you or report you and shit. But yeah, he's back on the Patreon now, so he grabbed a chin Q&A. He grabbed a little chin Q&A. Let's go through that. He grabbed a little chin Q&A.
Are you happy happy in Austin? Yeah, like,
No, basically no. He didn't answer it straight away. No, it's no. Oh look, he cleared his table. I wonder if he heard. Do you think he listens? Do you think he listens? He cleared the back table. He got rid of the fucking screwdriver. There was a massive drill here, innit? You got a little plant there with the pot. I don't know why there's a mirror there, but anyway. Okay, he got, yeah, because on this little kitchen island thing, there was like a random drill. It just looked like a house of a fucking divorced dad. There's like a drill here and some other tools and shit. So yeah, he finally cleared that table. Good boy, Chin. Good boy. It's looking a lot more cleaner in general anyway. It looks a lot more homely and cleaner. Still probably needs something more, but yeah, no problem.
so am I happy in Austin altogether in a general way? Yeah, I'm happy in Austin.
Am I happy in a general way? That doesn't sound too convincing, brother. Doesn't sound too... Your face also doesn't look too convincing. Am I happy in a general way?
I don't know if you guys know this, or I know some of you know this, but I don't know if the majority of you know this, but I immigrated here from Korea when I was like 3 or 4 years old. And the first place we moved to was Texas. And I have so many great memories from Texas. The people were amazing, the friends
So you're basically white. Good to know.
I made were amazing as a little kid, obviously. But yeah, as far as now, the main thing that happened when we moved to Texas was I just had to get my brain going for all of the stuff we have to do for work. So it's hard for me. It was really hard for me to just really soak in the good stuff from Texas. I just concentrated on all the work stuff.
So why does it seem like he's so stressed out, but Brendan and Brian aren't? I don't get that part of the story. I understand what he's trying to say, but why has Brendan and Brian settled down quite well in Austin? Brendan's kids go to sports games. Brendan's wife has found friends with the neighbors and hangs out with them. They go on little mini trips and shit. They haven't looked like they have taken any time to settle, really. They've settled right away. Brendan and his family have settled right away. They've got, apart from the moving now, they look like they've settled right into their community. They found their fucking, things to do, hobbies to do, places to hang out and shit. They went away recently to fucking Florida, had a good time over there with the kids and shit. Why has Chin entire life been dedicated to work and it's been rattling him and he can't appreciate Texas or the good things? And he's focused only on that, when the people that are actually own the show, they seem to be settling in pretty good. They seem to have a decent work-life balance. Why is he already like, oh my god, it's so stressful, I can't do anything? It's like, are those guys not giving any help? Does he just generally have a bigger workload than they do anyway? Like, what the hell's going on? Doesn't make sense to me.
And it's been nonstop since. So, other than, having to deal with work stuff and all the madness that goes on with that, like, being here is...
What's the madness though? Like, I'm agreeing with Coiler. I think this guy makes more of the job than what it is. What's the real madness though, really? Maybe when they first moved in, they had to sort out the fucking air conditioner, sort out they had that, was it a trip light? No, I think it was a motion light, right? Because the garage, they had to maybe switch out the motion light so to make sure that the light stayed on the whole time. Chin fucked around with the filters to make sure the microphones didn't pick up the really loud air conditioner. But what's the madness, really? There's no madness. It's a fucking storage unit come studio. The equipment's always in there. What's the madness really of dealing with Tfatk? What's the madness? I don't know. I think he makes more out of the job to make it feel more worthwhile or something. But it doesn't sound like it doesn't look like it's that hard. Maybe I'm saying this from the comfort of my own home, but it doesn't look like it's too hard. You're one producer, you got 2 co-hosts. They come there twice a week for the most part. The equipment's always there. You've been doing this for fucking 10 plus years now. Like, you should be running on autopilot, really.
It's great. I just miss my friends from Orange County, but they're gonna visit me soon, and I can always visit Orange County, and I can always visit California where my friends are at, LA. So it's not a huge deal. It's only a 3-hour flight.
I don't know, man. You're 50, bro. Get over your friends. If you lose them, you lose them. Not gonna lie, not to be super mean, bro, but you're 50. It'll be different if you're like 25, 35 even, and you left fucking LA or whatever, right? You left LA to move to another place. Like, you're 50. I don't know. Go back from time to time if you want to hang out with your friends, but your friends not being there is really like, is really rattling you to this level. I don't know. It's a bit odd. It's a bit odd, man. It's a bit odd. You're a bit too grown for that sort of shit. Sometimes at his age, a woman could maybe just take him away from his friends, you know? At his age, if he was dating somebody and they were serious, she could pull him away from his friends because he would have to like start building a life with her and focusing with you. Do you know what I mean? So this day was bound to come. It would, whether it was Tfatk, whether it was a potential partner or a potential wife or whatever, husband, that would have definitely taken him away from his friends anyway. So it's like, you know what I mean? You were never gonna be just with them all the time unless he just wants to be alone. I don't know, but I don't know. It's a bit weird for a guy his age to be like, I don't have any friends. It's like, I don't know, make new ones or just like suck it up. You're 50, bro.
Fernando, hey Chin, how much money do you make? I'm just kidding. I know you won't answer, but specifically, I know you won't answer specifically, but ballpark, like 90K, and then sure it goes. I sure hope it's more than 90K a year. I'm not gonna tell you how much I make, but
wow, he doesn't make 90K. Oh no, you people in the stream chat were right. Chin doesn't even make 90K. The way that he answered that, he definitely doesn't make near 90K. If he made 90K, he would have said. The fact that he answered it the way he answered it, he makes no way close. He probably makes about 50, innit? Fuck, you guys were right, man. You guys, remember when we were guessing? And I was saying, I hope he makes 100 at least. Remember when I said, I hope you make 100? Remember when I said that? What an idiot I am. What a fucking idiot I am. I should have known better. He works for fucking Brendan Schaub. I should have known better. He works for Brendan Schaub as if Brendan would pay him 100 grand a year. As if Brendan would actually recognize that he's the only one that can do the job that he does. Although he does it shit, he's still the only one that does it. He's Mr. Reliable. I don't think he's taken a day off since he started this job. I don't think so. I can't remember the last time he actually didn't show up to record. There's no way Brendan will give him 100 grand a year. Because the way he answered that question, there's no way he gets 90. I don't believe it. I don't think he gets 90.
Fernando, hey Chin, how much money do you make? I'm just kidding. I know you won't answer, but specifically, I know you won't answer specifically, but ballpark, like 90K, and then sure it goes. I sure hope it's more than 90K a year. I'm not gonna tell you how much I make, but
oh no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how much I make.
He definitely doesn't make 90 in it. He definitely doesn't make 90. That little fucking mouth movement there, huh? That little, yeah, that's not the face of somebody that makes 90. That's not the face. That's not the lip movement of somebody that makes 90 grand. Because if you make the money that they said, you just say, look guys, you got nothing to worry about. I'm well looked. He didn't even say that. He didn't even say, look guys, don't worry, you got nothing to worry about. I appreciate the concern, but I get looked after really well. He didn't even say that. Like, fuck. Brendan probably pays this guy 50 grand, you know. Knowing Brendan, knowing how much of an asshole Brendan is, you probably pays this guy 50K. It wouldn't surprise me if Brendan pays this guy 50 fucking K. What an idiot. What an asshole. He's the only one that's there all the time. He has to be there all the time. For better or worse, he never takes a fucking day off. He's the only one that knows how to record, to upload the videos. He does all the ads, right? Inserts the ads into the fucking thing on whatever podcast audio platform they put it in. Nowadays he's doing the timestamps, right? I think he's doing the timestamp. I think it's him. Now that he does the timestamps. I don't know who does the Photoshop thumbnails, but Jesus Christ, man. Fucking hell, Chin. I bet he gets 50. I bet Brendan only pays him 50. I bet you any money Brendan only gives this guy 50 grand. Which is peanuts when you think about how much he does. A lot of it is brought on himself, I know. A lot of it is brought on himself. As Coil's mentioned a bunch of times, he does make small work into big work to fill maybe, I don't know, to just fill his days up and top. I don't really know, or maybe just not good at it. But regardless of how chaotic and unorganized and a little bit sloppy that he is, he still does a lot. He still busts his ass, you know. He still does bust his ass. He deserves way more than fucking 50. but I think he only gets 50. I think based on how he answered that question, there's no way he gets more than 50 grand. Because they said 90 and he didn't. I mean, he didn't even try to fight it and say, no, Brendan looks after me, Brian looks after me, I'm well compensated, I'm working. No, he didn't say any of that shit. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. Fuck. Big up quite here. Stockholm Syndrome is getting into such competitive freelance. Exactly. Big up Unfathomable. You know he's never off the clock. Yeah, never. That's exactly Unfathomable. I forgot about that too. He works on his holidays. He takes his fucking laptop to Korea with him, bro. When he goes to visit his family, he takes his fucking laptop to Korea. He works on weekends. He works during after hour pod. When they're doing the after hour pod, he's sitting there working. When they're recording their pod, he does with his friends and stuff. He's working on Tfatk at home whilst he's recording a podcast that he's doing for free in his own time. God damn it, Chin. God damn it. For fuck's sake, Chin. Yeah, he's definitely not getting more than that.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you how much I make. I think that's it. Jesse Botella, how do I get an ad ran on Tfatk? Abel Macias, what happened with your last girlfriend? My last girl that I dated or my last girlfriend? What's a girlfriend? After what? How many months?
He knows what they're asking. He knows what they're asking. They're asking about Jobbo, man. Stop acting dumb. Stop playing dumb. You know exactly what they're asking. They're asking about Jobbo, but he didn't bite. He did well. He saw the bait. He didn't bite. He saw the bait, but he didn't bite. They're asking about Jobbo. What counts as a girlfriend? How many months is the girlfriend? Does she have to say yes, or do you have to ask her? Technically, what's a girlfriend? Is it someone that you're with to? He knows exactly what that question. He knows exactly what that question means. Basically, you got 0 bitches, right? Just admit. Basically, you got 0 bitches. Chin's a legend. What does actually mean if you got a girlfriend? One more time. What? Look at him.
Jesse Botella, how do I get an ad ran on Tfatk? Abel Macias, what happened with your last girlfriend?
Chin, don't say that. Chin, don't say that. Sorry, not Chin. Coiler, don't say that. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, it makes me feel so bad for the guy, man. Coiler's so right. I bet some years it's as low as 30k and he gets a chunk of ad sales to make him feel like he needs to stay. Yeah, because doesn't Chin own a part of didn't Brendan give Chin like shares in the football or something? So he earns no, it was that's the thing, no? They said that Brendan gave Chin like shares or something. So he earns a chunk of the ads or whatever. It's so it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Coiler's right. It wouldn't surprise me if Brendan pays him a shit base salary, but then the idea is that, oh, you make it up with how much ads we get in, like under the guise or under the slogan of whatever you kill you eat. So if Chin's able to secure ads, which might explain also why he's on the phone to advertisers actually. Remember there was some fishing trips where Chin will be on the phone talking to the advertisers and shit. Maybe that's why Chin gets involved in all the ad stuff, because it benefits him. So if he gets more ads on deck and they advertise more and they go well, it can add to his base salary. So yeah, you're right. But, oh my god, that is awful, man. Imagine he's on 30 grand. Imagine if he's not even on 50, he's on 30k, doing all that work he does for Tfatk, working around the clock. Like Unfathomable said, he doesn't take a day off. He works 24/7. He's always on the call, on the clock or something. Yeah, what's that saying? He's always on the clock, right? Ay, Chin.
My last girl that I dated or my last girlfriend? What's a girlfriend? After what? How many months? Years or months, or what is it?
What's a define girlfriend? Chin, define girlfriend.
I'm not with anyone that I dated, so there's that.
We know, bro. Don't worry. We know. We can tell by your interior. We can definitely tell by your interior. You're not with it. We can definitely tell. Don't worry about that, bro. We can definitely tell.
Mike Oxbrown. Chin, what do you miss most about LA? Appreciate your hard work. What would you imagine I missed the
Big up MK. Isn't it Podcast One's job to score money for Tfatk? Yes, but no. Yes, but no. Podcast One probably brings in some ads, but if you can bring in more, I don't think they're gonna turn it down, or you can just insert them yourself. You know, I don't think they'll turn it down, or you just insert them in yourself. So I don't think that really matters. I think I think so in that respect. But there's also the suggestion that Podcast One hasn't re-signed them, which might explain some of the janky ads they've been getting recently. I don't think they've been re-signed. I don't think Tfatk got re-signed. So maybe that might explain some of the stress levels that Chin's been talking about. Maybe he's been required to go out there and find more advertisers and shit. I don't know.
most about LA? First of all, obviously, family, friends. But right there is food. LA and Orange County has the best food, especially Asian food. So that's what I miss the most. JH, you're underpaid. How do you know how much I make?
Look at his face, man. Look at his face. Look at his face, man. Look at his face, man. He just happy to have a job. He's not gonna be the good. Do you think someone like Chin has the courage to pull Brendan aside and be like, "Hey, I'm underpaid"? He's almost feeling embarrassed. Like the comments and the questions are like fighting for him, are like trying to cheer him on, and he almost feels embarrassed reading it. He's almost like a bit uncomfortable. Guys, stop it! Stop asking about my pay. Stop trying to help me and trying to figure out if I'm paid well or not. Please, guys, stop. I don't want to get in trouble. Please, guys, stop asking me questions about pay. I don't want to get in trouble. Ay, Chin. Come on.
I make. You're underpaid. Demand more money because you are holding it all together. Thank you very much for saying that, by the way.
You see, he didn't clarify and say, no, don't worry, I'm being well looked after. The boys looked after me. Brendan and Brian really look after me. I'm being paid. He didn't say that. He says, thank you so much for your support. So he's definitely not being paid well. he's definitely underpaid, at least. Well's maybe subjective, but he's definitely being underpaid for the roles and for the amount of work that he puts in there. That I can almost guarantee.
Chair, again. I bet Chin's paid very well. I'd be surprised if Chin's ever thought to himself, they don't pay me enough. Have you ever felt like you've ever been paid enough?
That's a cop-out though, isn't it, mate? That's a cop-out though, Chin. You know exactly what people are meaning. That's a fucking cheeky little cop-out there. Have you ever felt like you've been paid enough? Yes, but yes, some people do. Some people do work in places where they feel like, yes, you're adequately compensated, because most of the time, in my experience, at least anyway, I'm sure it's the same in America. I'm sure it's probably even worse in America. I'm sure it's even worse in America. But in the UK, at least, the more money you make, the more responsibility you have. It goes hand in hand. You never get more salary. You never get a promotion, or you never get an increase in your salary without your employer requiring more of you. Whether it's your time, whether it's your effort, whether it's your responsibilities, nothing comes for free, right? So if you want more money, it usually comes with added responsibilities. Chin does a lot. Chin does a lot for Thick Boy, does a lot for Fire and the Kid, does a lot for Brenda, does a lot for Brian. He should be adequately compensated for the amount of work that he does. Whether or not we respect or like the work that he does or think he's wasting time or not is not the problem here. It's not the main thing. Put that to one side. The main thing should be, for the amount of effort and the time that he spends on Tfatk, he should be getting way more. But he won't, because he's one of these like submissive, shy immigrant types, right? He's the kind of guy, unfortunately, who kind of like kowtows a bit to white people. I get the vibe for Chin. Not just, again, I'm just, I'm being a bit parasocial and reading into things and, psychoanalyzing and shit. But I get the feeling he's a little bit, he defers a lot and acts a little bit like the simp and the cuck and the fucking good boy and the like the pupil when he's around Brendan Bryan, although Brendan I think is like literally a year older than him or something, right? But I don't. Yeah, I mean, I think that kind of doesn't help things. I think that doesn't help things also. But yeah, Chin ain't gonna try and negotiate for shit.
Think about that. Chris, 2 questions. You've recently become the target of some of these Chanels. I read it as Chanels because it's CHANELS.
Was it really that funny though? Was it really that funny?
I read it as Chanels because it's.
Really? Really? Slap your knee funny. Was it really that funny? Really? Huh. Okay.
You've recently become the target of some of these Chanels. I read it as Chanels because it's CHA.
All right, buddy. All right. We got it.
But you mean channels, right? So you've recently become the target of some of these other channels content talking about you hating Texas and hating your job and stuff. If you can just touch on that to set the record straight, that would be cool. Number 2, favorite and least favorite guests since you've been there. Not how good, poor the episode was, but solely their vibe and how they treated you and the guys. If people are making content about me, that's just a trip. That alone is such a trip. It doesn't make sense to me. If I hated being in Texas, why would I still be here?
Because you need a job. What kind of nonsense is that? What type of nonsense rhetorical question is that? If I hated being here, then why would I be here? Because you need a job. Obviously, duh. You want a job, though. You like having a salary. Although he does not paid well, he still enjoys having a salary. He still enjoys making some money, so he can take some of that money to Korean barbecue, some of that money to get beers and shit. Like you'd rather have some than no money, you know? You'd rather have a little amount of money than have absolutely zero. So that's why he's still there. Why would I still be here if I hated it? Like playing as if no one's ever worked a job they hate before. Come on.
If I hated my job and stuff, why would I still be working? If I ever get to a point where I hate something, I'll leave.
I don't think he hates his job. Like being a podcast producer on Tfatk. I think he enjoys it. I think it probably gives him a lot of fulfillment and somewhat a little bit of purpose, especially given how old he is and not having a family, all that sort of shit. Being distracted by work can be really helpful. Trust me, I've been there. It can be really fucking helpful, right? To just be distracted from work so you're not talking to real life humans and you just sort of like, you know, for lack of a better word, you're kind of dialed in and shit, right? That could be a good thing. That can really, really, really be a good thing. But being okay with your work and also enjoying where you're at, I don't think, you know, those are mutually exclusive. But I also think there's been enough, you know, signs and things said which would make you believe that, yeah, the other half maybe doesn't feel the same. But I don't know. If Chin says he's happy, I guess he's happy then. We can't get into his mind. If he's happy with his situation, happy situation. But I think it's more so a fact of like, what's that word? Is it content? Is it content? I guess it's content. Like, he tried to leave, clearly. I think so. I think he did try to leave. Before they moved to Austin, Texas, I think he was actively looking for spots that he could go to, gigs that he could get in LA, so he didn't have to move to Austin. I don't think he wanted to move. That's for sure. Because already he mentions about the food and missing his friends, so he loves being in LA. So I think he did try to leave, but he couldn't get a job. So then he did the smart thing, which is the grown-up thing, and just sucked it up and went anyway, right? And then hoped that, you know, maybe something will happen there, will change. I don't know. But let's see where it goes. But also, Chin doesn't strike me the kind of person who's you know, he's not the most. He's probably a quite risk-averse anyway. You know, he gives me the risk-averse type of person. So who knows? Even if he did find somebody, would he actually? If he found another gig, would he even leave? I doubt it. He's a bit too comfortable, you know? He's a bit too comfy. But big up, Chin.
You know, with every job, with everything with every job you want to come to an agreement of what you're worth and everything else. But yeah, for me, I don't know.
Yeah, he's not paid well. He's not paid well. He's not paid well. This man is not paid well, man. This man is not paid well. I get the feeling he doesn't even mind that he works around the clock, because I honestly do think people like a guy like Chin kind of enjoys being relied upon, you know? He kind of enjoys being relied upon and working around the clock. I don't think he has a problem with that whatsoever. I think the money thing probably just pisses him off, you know? Because he also drinks and likes to eat out, so a lot of that money goes quite quickly. You're like, hold on, like, how much am I getting paid? You know? He wants to buy a new microphone and suddenly he's having to save 6 paychecks again, and he's like, what the fuck? And this guy just bought another fucking Hummer. He just bought another Dodge and he was struggling, you know, to sell, you know, I don't know, to carry on with the Prius or whatever he's got. Yeah, I get it. I 100% understand.
Target of some of these other channels.
Mm-hmm.
Let's redo this. As far as channels talking about how I hate my job and stuff, and hate being in Texas, I don't hate being in Texas and I don't hate my job. First of all, I mentioned before that, you know, I grew up in Texas. Texas is a huge part of my past that I love, you know, memories and everything. I still have family here that I love dearly. So, and my memories of Texas are awesome. They've always been great.
I have good memories of Texas. Why would I hate it? So your memories dictate your current feelings. Your memories of a place dictate how you currently feel about it. Huh? What the fuck's you talking about?
It's different now because, you know, my friends and my family, my core group of friends and my immediate family, they're not here. So that's a bummer, obviously. It would be a bummer to any of you guys.
Not really. Not if you're 50 years old. You have to just move on with life, man. You can't be around your friends and family all the time, especially at that age. You have to maybe start looking after yourself, doing other things. I don't know. It's just a bit weird, you know? Like even you guys, like, I don't know if I'd be that dependent on my friends and family when I'm 50, you know? I wouldn't want to be as well, you know? Want to kind of be a little bit self-sufficient and shit. But maybe everyone's different. Maybe everyone's different.
And then hating the job, I don't hate the job. It's just very, very demanding, and
you hate the job.
You know, it can get very, very crazy.
You hate the job.
So it's just more like, yeah, I don't know how to answer that question. I don't hate it though.
I don't hate it. I just dislike it sometimes. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck is Brendan doing to this guy behind the scenes, man? What the fuck is Brendan doing to this guy behind the scenes? Could you imagine? We saw the text that BGO gets from Brendan, right? The fucking little sassy, passive-aggressive one. Could you imagine the type of passive-aggressive, sassy texts that Brendan sends to fucking Chin on a regular? Where's the fucking thing, man? Where's the title, man? Where's the fucking title? I mean, relax, please. But yeah, Brendan doesn't pay this guy well, overworks him, probably asking for assets and stuff like at all ungodly hours of the night and shit. Hey, let's continue.
It's not about hate. I would not be sacrificing all my time moving to a different place where I don't have my family, don't have my friends, doing all this stuff if I hated my job. By the way,
or the other interpretation could be you moved there because you didn't have a job, so you'd rather have something than nothing. Yeah, but hey, what do I know?
Reason why I've never missed a show is for you guys. Don't forget that.
Nice little parasocial attempt there. I do this for you guys. The only reason why I haven't missed a show is for the fans. Bro, don't worry. You can miss a show, man. I don't think the fans are going to lose out on much if Chin had to miss 2 shows because he went away to visit his family. No one would give a fuck. No one would probably notice, especially if Brendan and Brand didn't do it. No one would notice. Just pick up next week. I mean, it's not big of a deal. It really isn't that big of a deal, honestly. But yeah, everyone's different. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. Is that it? Is that the last question or is that more? Let's see.
Dmitry Gorbunov.
Okay, more.
Who's the? Oh wait, I missed one. I missed one. Oh, least favorite and least favorite guest. I mentioned the guest before that I thought was not cool, but then you know what happened after that, so that I feel terrible.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Favorite, so many favorites. All the best, dude. Everyone.
Can you maybe name one? Can you maybe be specific and name one? Maybe share and do the story. Is it no hard to do that? Come on, girl. Come on, guy. God damn.
I don't want to leave anyone out. Literally, almost every single guest that we had on here, they're super awesome. They've been cool to me. They reach out to me when I'm going through stuff, so they're awesome.
Brendan Chops.
So yeah, big up Unique. Big up Unique. Big up Unique. Big up Unique. I don't know, man. I feel bad for the guy. I know I like to rag on him a lot on here. Because, you know, it's fun to rag on him. But in this instance, I do feel kind of bad for him, not going to lie. I think we've found out, big up Unique by the way for the video, I think we found out from this video that there's not a chance in hell, he's getting paid anywhere north of 50 grand, especially after everything that's been said. It's just a bit messed up, innit, considering how much, you know, he does for the show, you know. I might not rate his output. My think is a bit chaotic, but there's no denying he's done a lot for the fucking brand. There's nothing, you know. Shit money, shit working conditions. You know what really pissed me off if I was him? I'm not gonna lie. You know what really would have pissed me off? It would be the money, of course, the shitty base salary, but it would also be him turning up in different cars every week. It's like, God, like going to an auction to buy a car. It's like, motherfucker, why don't you auction in my salary? It's like, come on, man. Like, yeah, it's just a bit, it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad how he gets treated. But again, you know, in these instances, as much as I would like to go off on Brendan for not paying his producer, who's literally the most important person at the show besides him, well enough, you also have to wonder, how's he able to get away with this for so long, you know? That's the thing. Chin letting man get away with treating him like that for so long is crazy work. Crazy work. But, you know, what can you do? Big up Unique. Big up Blood Clot Unique. Big up Blood Clot Unique. Cool, let's move on. Tfatk K clips time. Let's do a couple. Let's do this one. Brendan grilling Brian for wearing team merch and revealing how much of a bandwagon fan he is. Brendan grilling Brian for wearing some team merch and also the fact that they both turned up in yellow t-shirts, blah blah blah. Let's go.
Today.
You got your first form shirt on.
First form, you got the Padres. Hey, what are you doing wearing a baseball shirt?
It was given to me.
Name a player on the team.
It was given.
Name one player on the team.
It was given Hernandez. It was given to me.
Wow. Just a random Latina name. Hernandez. Machado rings a bell?
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. Don't be crazy.
Gonzalez. Fucking stupid question. And I fucking because the scout, one of the scouts for the Padres, came to my show and brought me some swag. And
I would love that. I'm supposed to hate the Padres because I'm such a Dodgers fan, but
yeah.
I'm not from LA. So
you'll wear.
I love the Padres. It was my kiddos.
You hear that sentence? Did you hear that sentence? Did you hear that sentence? Did you hear that fucking sentence?
So
you'll wear
the Padres because I'm such a Dodgers fan.
And
I would love that. I'm supposed to hate the Padres because I'm such a Dodgers fan, but I'm not from LA. So
you'll wear.
I'm supposed to hate the Dodgers because I'm such a Padres fan, but I'm not from LA. So why do you fucking support the Dodgers? Huh? The teams that he supports, he just supports everyone basically. Anyone with a cool jersey he supports. Huh? One more time. What a weird sentence.
Swag.
I would love that. I'm supposed to hate the Padres because I'm such a Dodgers fan, but
Yeah.
I'm not from LA. So
You'll wear a
I'm not from LA, so I'll wear whatever, really. I even wear like a half jersey, right? Those people, they're super cool, right? The ones who truly can't decide. Give me a Dodgers and a Padres jersey. It's meshed into one. Jesus Christ. Honestly.
I love the Padres. It was my kiddo's favorite stadium to go to.
Really?
Padre Stadium's awesome.
They do have a sick stadium.
Dude,
It's
you
sick.
stay at the hotel right there and you just walk to the stadium. It's easy to get to. Petco Park's fucking awesome.
Bandwagon Brendan. Brendan the bandwagoner. Brendan the bandwagon fan. Brendan the fucking come lately fan, isn't it? Jesus Christ. No idea. Honestly, I'm supposed to hate the Padres because I'm a Dodgers fan, but I'm not even from LA. Then why do you support them, you fucking freak? Honestly, this guy, man, this fucking guy. Next one. Yeah, this is one. Brian Callen's feet are back.
Roy Halladay, yo, come on.
Brian Callen's feet unfortunately are back. Brian Callen's feet unfortunately are back.
Baby. Sean
White.
Right.
Yeah, Flying Tomato.
Yeah.
This side sucks. There's no pictures.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Red Schoen Dienst.
His nickname was literally Red,
5-time.
like
World
Morgan
Series.
Freeman.
And this makes no sense.
Harold Grange?
I don't know.
1924, get the fuck out of my face.
Oh, Canelo.
Canelo.
Yeah, why is that even on here?
Also, isn't he wearing pajamas? Is he wearing pajamas? Like, how lazy can you be? How low effort? How low effort can you be? Some t-shirt somebody gave you for free at a show. You got pajama pants on and slippers with your toes out. Like, how low effort and going through the motions can be, like, just screams going through the motions, you know? Just fucking, just I don't know. Just bizarre. Just utterly bizarre. Man's wearing pajamas, you know, pajama pants. Fair play, innit? Fair fucking play. Fair fucking play. Cool. Brian's feet are out. Nice to see, innit? Right? Nice to see. Great to see.
Canelo. Cinnamon.
You got to put him
No, top three.
top
Top 3.
If not number one.
By the way, good contention for number 1.
Yeah.
He's an all-time great.
Yeah. Crosby.
Big up 101 Krieger. Tried to watch a full episode of this. It was a tough watch. Appreciate your sacrifice. Yeah, it's brutal. I didn't even watch the full thing. I think I left about 40 minutes left at the end. It's fucking brutal to get through this. And I don't believe in like double speed or shit. I don't believe in that because I need to catch all the little nuances and shit. So I take this as raw as I can. I take this as raw as possible. And let me tell you, it's brutal.
Would you put him
Crosby's up
all-time great boxer?
I would.
Yeah?
I think he's a great boxer. I think anybody in history would have their hands full with.
Okay, old man. Anyone in history, maybe anyone in history should tell you to put your fucking shoes on and put some trousers on. Make an effort when you're going to fucking record, at least. God damn it, bro. I think he's literally got his pajama pants. I swear to God, I think he has. I think they're literally pajama pants. Or at the very least, like house pants, you know? Like lounging pants. Like, damn, son. Damn. But hey, what do I know? Cool. Bing. Let's move over quickly. Let's switch over from fucking that. I'm getting a bit bored. Let's do quickly Legion of Skanks. Dave Smith is leaving. I'm leaving Legion of Skanks. Dave Smith is leaving Legion of Skanks. Let's hear why. Are Legion of Skanks bad for his reputation? Is he going full steam ahead with the politics takes? Is he going to try and prove Douglas Money wrong and go to Israel to say that he's been there? I'm curious. I'm very curious to see and to hear why Dave Smith is leaving such a popular and well-regarded show like Legion of Skanks. And I wonder who they're going to get to fill in his seat. You know, will they let him fucking zoom in from time to time, or will they get someone to replace him? I wonder who.
On today's show, which we are going to make now, I guess.
Oh, are we ready?
Ooh, I gotta light a cigarette.
Oh, boy.
Oh. Well, this is
And guys, do me a favor. Keep this in the room because the show comes out tomorrow. Okay, so don't go and post this on Reddit or on Twitter or anywhere else. This is kind of a big announcement.
I genuinely, this isn't like
Is it?
I don't know, there's not a punchline coming, which it feels like there is. But I feel kind of
heavy heart.
Well, yeah, genuinely. But I'm leaving the show.
Wow.
And I, this is Legion of Skanks has been the longest thing I've ever done in my life. I mean, I'll never make it this far with my marriage. It's almost 15 years. No, that's not true.
Someone
But-
just realized you were serious because way into
Yeah.
it they went,
Oh, well, it is a little bit of a tone change from playing Who Be Knowing Black People.
Dave, you're never going to play this game again. Or it's a way different version on Part of the Problem.
No. I play this game at home with my family. Me and my wife and kids play this game every night before bed.
Dave's a big proponent of the home game.
We are the judges in that game. But no, I mean, look, it's I'm sorry, and to the other fans, you're welcome. But no, I'm just honestly, it's just I'm just too busy with other shit, and it's just yeah, I don't know. It's very hard these days. I guess it's a good.
The funny thing is that didn't Legion of Skanks help him become busy? Now he's leaving that show. That's kind of brutal, isn't it? No, I don't know much about him, but I would imagine Legion of Skanks is what made him famous and what gave him the profile. And then he's now leaving that show because he's too busy with other things. I think, optics of that are fucking hilarious. But hey, what do I know?
Good problem to have, but it is like I got 2 little kids. I'm very, very busy with other shit. It's just too much time. I don't know. I'll forever, Lewis and Jay are my best friends in the world. I've loved doing this show. I really do believe this is the funniest goddamn podcast in the fucking world for 15 years. 14 years? 15 years? And this is amazing. I think,
to be fair, it is nice to see for once a podcast breakup that isn't done in bad taste or that isn't done with a bit of bad feeling, That's probably a nice thing, no? It's probably a nice thing for once, There's not like a big fight or anything or some scammy shit behind the scenes. It's just one guy being like, hey, there's a war in Israel right now. One guy saying there's a war in Israel right now. Epstein files are still hot. I need to make this money, That's basically it. Epstein files are going on. The war in Israel is going, and the war fucking Iran is happening. I need to be fucking live streaming, recording this every fucking day, We got to really give them what the people want. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. But it's still decent that they got a chance to say goodbye like this.
the fucking fans of this show are like the greatest fucking fans. This was the first thing I ever did in my career that worked, that was successful, or at least it seemed like it at the time. It pulled me out of homelessness, let's say that. And anyway, yeah, I love all you guys. I love the fans, all that. So yeah, we're gonna do. I'm not leaving yet. We're gonna do a couple more
next
episodes.
week. Next week we got Dan Soder and maybe another very big special guest coming in for your last show with the audience here.
And then we're gonna do a final episode where it belongs. We've actually evicted the people who live in Lewis's old apartment. We're going back there.
So if he's doing 3 more, why is he announcing it now? What? Because they don't want to announce it in front of a guest or something. Is that why? Maybe. If you're doing one already, why did you announce it? Oh, weird.
It was easier than you think.
Can I ask a question? What are you gonna do with all your Skanks tattoos?
It's I've already started. I've been talking a lot with Pete Davidson on the phone, and we got a game. We got a game plan. There's a whole game plan. I'm not going to bore you with the details. Very expensive.
When Dave told me the news, my first thing was like, "What are you going to do with your Yakuza-like tattoos of Legion of Skanks that cover 80% of your body except the parts that show?"
Dave's gonna get him.
Was like, "It's going to be pretty painful."
Dave's gonna get him blacked out like Machine Gun Kelly. Look, Dave, we love you. We're doing some more shows, a couple more shows together. But we fucking love you. This is, it sucks to watch you go because.
Well, the show's continuing, by the way.
The show, the Legion of Skanks is continuing, obviously, and we're going to talk about what we're going to do in the future, obviously, with the show. But we love you. And when Dave told me initially that he was going to do it, it wasn't like I'm just proud of you. That's the truth.
Oh yeah,
I'm proud of what you've done and what you've grown to. It's pretty incredible.
Well, thank you very much.
So,
guys, this feels like everyone's being too sullen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Second big announcement, keep us close to the hip. Third mic, Shane Gillis. Yeah! We're riding to the top.
No, but seriously, we fucking love you, dude. And obviously, Dave's coming out to Skankfest this year. He's still part of the family, still part of the Skanks family. He'll
Getting
still
paid
guest-
way less.
Way less.
Oh, it's gonna really hit you right in the pocket, Steve.
But we fucking yeah, dude. It's not bittersweet. It's just, you know, ultimately I'm really sad when you create something with somebody. It means a lot, and you know it sucks to watch you go.
Does he have studs on those gloves? I like Big J, but he's so distracting to look at, isn't it? Are those studs on his gloves? Studs, fingerless pink and black striped fingerless gloves that are pink and black stripes, and they've got studs on the knuckles. And he painted his. All right, mate. We get it. We get it, man. You're a bit emo. We get it. Like, god damn, bro. Every day is emo. So misunderstood. It's sort of like, all right. We get it. Big up Andrew W. I know you hate Lewis and Skanks, but it was really excellent for. Yeah, it was good for a while, but it's shit now. It's not that good now. It used to be good. I used to watch it. That's why I hate it. Yeah, I used to like most of the things I hate is because I used to watch it. I don't just hate it just out pure like not watching. The only thing I hate that I don't watch is probably DSP, like his actual streams. You know what I mean? But most of the things I hate, I definitely watch or were a big fan of. So yeah, you know, come on, man, come on. But yeah, it's not. But to be fair, one thing I do give them credit for though. One thing I do give them credit for that whole guys, what Luis J. Gomez done. I like how, what's that word called? Is it insular? I like how insular they are. They don't rely on the Rogans and stuff. I like that about them. I like how they've got their own scene going on. They've got their, like, those two black guys, I don't even know who the fuck those two guys are, but they've got their own, you know what I mean? Like, they'd rather bring on their own people on the pods as guests than get, like, the big stars, you know? From LA and shit, and Austin. I quite like that. I quite like that it's very, you know, for lack of a better term, clicky. Like, they help each other out, they boost each other up, they go on each other's shows, but it's all kind of East Coast-ish comedians. That I think is really admirable, super admirable that they do that.
But I am very happy that you've grown so large and
you
so
give your
successful.
fucking speech next week, you weirdo.
No, we're gonna have a funny show next week, and
Not me, dude. I'm gonna fucking give a tearjerker at the end. 25 minutes, three turns of a notebook page.
The last show. No, the last show we do at my place. I'm assuming it'll be a much
You're
different
fall
tone.
to pieces.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No way, dude.
Dude, you're gonna fall to pieces. That's why you want to do it in private.
No way, dude.
Me and Lewis had a month and a half, 2 months of back and forth. I go, yo, the last show with Dave's got to be a big audience show where everyone's involved. We send Dave off right and fucking have a big blowout. And Lewis kept going like, nah, I think we should just be like me, the three of us run the thing. I go, why?
Well, hold on. It wasn't just that. It was like we started in my apartment. I thought we should end at my house.
That's a good idea.
I ultimately like.
That's a really good idea, though. That's a really good idea. If they start the show in his house and then end the last show with him, that would actually be a good idea. That'd actually look really cool too, to be fair, to put them side by side. You know what I mean?
Like agreed with Lewis on that though, but I think it makes it better.
We're doing both.
We'll do one, with an audience, and then do one.
But it's because Lewis doesn't want to cry in front of people.
I've cried in front of so many people. Are you out of your mind?
You don't want to cry.
He's not crying. Those are the mites.
I'd love to know if Tfatk did this, how many people would be behind him? If Tfatk ever live streamed or recorded their show in front of a live audience, I wonder how many people they'd have behind them. Because those people behind Legion of Skanks, they look really happy. They look like they're having a blast. They look like they're having a great time there. I wonder how many people Tfatk could get to turn up for a live podcast recording. And I wonder, would they look as happy?
Jumping out of his eyes.
They're
trying to get away. There's so many bugs.
They're fucking poking you in the eyes, making
my eyes are full of bugs right now. Burns.
Fucking eye bugs. I'm gonna miss you so much, Dave. I hate these fucking eye bugs.
Well, anyway, we'll talk about it more. Obviously, guys, to be fair, let the show come out tomorrow. Don't post it on Reddit. Don't post it on Twitter. Don't be fucking assholes. This asshole's already in the back posting it. It's Josh Adam Myers.
Ah, shit.
Well,
Paparazzi's outside.
Isabella did a TikTok. It's fucked.
But yeah, dude, we fucking love you. 15 years strong. So yeah, we got a couple
Or
more
something
shows.
like that.
Something like that.
14, 15, I don't know, something like that. We love you, buddy. Next week's going to be a fucking blast. We're going to send you off right, dude.
Yeah, so come.
So yeah, big up Dave Smith, innit? Big up Dave Smith. Big up Dave Smith. Sweet journey to him, but I think he's gonna be fine. The political grift thing is like very profitable. I think Dave Smith. Actually, let me check out his channel. I think Dave Smith will be more than fine. I don't think he'll have anything to worry about. Good old Dave Smith. What's his channel? Yeah, see, politics is doing well for himself, man. He's doing well in politics. Some decent views here. Look at that. 100,000, 100. Yeah, he'll be fine. Dave Smith will be more than fine. Good old Dave Smith will be more than fine. Let's not worry about that. He's gonna be more than fine. Part of the problem with Dave Smith, huh? Part of the problem. Cool. Cool. Let's move on from that. Let's do a bit of Rogan. Rogan and Steve-O. So Rogan sat down with Steve-O, and for some reason the conversation diverted or went into the transgender fucking topic, and for better or worse, I think a lot of people think Rogan kind of schools Steve-O and transgenderism and whatever else it may be. I just thought, I don't know, you know, as long as everyone gets off happy or whatever, healthy, is fine. But I don't know, I'm just confused by this, like, I wouldn't say it's an obsession, but this focus on transgender people, especially when it comes to the comedians, I've never really understood it. I guess maybe because it's a different conversation over there in America, just in general. But I've never understood why there's not just a, you know, live and let live attitude when it comes over there. Everyone's business, has to be this, has to be that. It's like, I don't get it. So I just don't get the back and forth. But for whatever reason, you know, Rogan was ready for that back and forth, and they engaged in some interesting debates when it comes to transgender folk.
Do my act for a bunch of people uncensored.
Right. I mean, I thought about it.
I see both sides.
I don't give a shit one way or the other. My only input here is that Dave Chappelle, like, checkmated.
Of course.
The whole fucking
he
thing.
handles everything perfectly. And again, he's not on social media. He's not paying attention to people's opinions of him. You cannot, because there's so many people that have decided that he was a horrible transphobe for telling a story about his transgender friend. Like, I mean, literally he told this story about this person in his act, and people didn't care because he made jokes about trans people. Like, of course, it's in the public eye. This idea that you can't joke about something is, if there's a thing you can't joke about, that thing is fucked up, and that's why.
I don't think they say you can't joke about it. It's just like, how many jokes are enough? I don't think anyone's saying you can't joke about a car. I think some would say, how many cars or how many, you know, how many transgenders that you have to influence until it's enough. I think that's the fucking debate. But hey, I could be wrong.
Why the Lakota used to have a sacred clown. They called it a heyoka. And a heyoka was like a member of the community that was supposed to make fun of everything. And if you couldn't make fun of anything, then you knew something was wrong with that thing. Because if there's a thing that you can't joke around about, that thing has been compromised, right? Because you can kind of joke around.
What are you talking about, bro? It's not the same thing at all. He knows it's not the same thing. He's being disingenuous. He didn't address any of fucking his plans either, by the way, which I find very, very, very telling and touching. But hey, what can you do?
Around about everything if it's actually funny, no matter what it is.
Sure.
Even tragedy, given enough time, you can joke around about it.
Yep.
But how? But that's the thing. He's false equivalency. Will you keep going on about that tragedy forever and ever and ever ad nauseum? That's not what he said. Do you know what I mean? I would. Come on, man. So I'm writing the numbers down and looking like a fucking weirdo. Let's see, 7. Let's see, 8. Cool. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see what Steve has to say.
I mean, you could do a 9/11 joke right now, and no one's gonna blink.
Oh my God! You remind me of what I think was the funniest fucking tweet that I ever saw from Jeff Ross. Going back, the year I want to say was like 2016. The Magic Castle in Los Angeles. There was like in the magicians, you know, what a magician was found hanging in a closet in the Magic Castle.
Yeah, he committed suicide.
Had taken his own life.
Yeah.
That morning, Jeff Ross tweeted that his last words were abracadaver.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking funny.
That's such a Jeff Ross type joke. That's a Tony Hinchcliffe type joke too. Yeah, silly.
Abracadabra.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a thing that you can't make fun of, that thing is usually bullshit. And if that thing is trans people, like then you're.
So what? Trans people are bullshit? Hold on. Trans people are bullshit because some trans people get offended or hurt feelings because you and your cohort or 250 comedian friends just keep constantly going at them. That makes them idiots. That makes them say, what? Okay, cool. Okie dokie.
You are ignoring that there's a glaring hole in this narrative that you're trying to push, and whether or not people are accepting that narrative.
You know, I'll be spilling out some of the stuff that I have in my current hour, and I really don't mind. For me, I feel like the bar's got to keep getting higher and keep getting higher. And so as I went into putting together this new hour that I'm touring with, one of my multimedia bits, like, it ended up not being a really great idea, but I thought, I'm going to get a fucking boob job.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Right.
Yeah. Did you do it?
I didn't. I was within 10 hours of being under the knife.
Yeah,
and like the universe just intervened, right?
Because they have to cut your muscle, man.
Right. Well, like, I mean, you know the...
Don't they? Or do they go under the skin? They go through your nipples?
You can do it in multiple different ways.
The fact that Rogan knows so much about this is hilarious, by the way.
I was told... I was interested in just the idea. See, because... Like I'm now in my 50s, right? And so like my whole new hour is the theme of it is how the fuck is Steve-O supposed to be in his 50s? You know, like, and so with the putting the stuff up my butt section is like the importance of like we're at an age we gotta get.
Not gonna lie, that sounds like a horrible special, bro. My special is about myself. The theme of my special was like, oh my god, how Steve-O so awesome and he's 50. Jesus Christ, that's the best you can come up with in terms of an idea and the theme. I'ma just be me. Okay.
Prostate exams, colonoscopies, you know, that's a real thing. And so I'm trying to like destigmatize the prostate exam.
Right. Sure you are.
Right.
You're definitely not putting things up your ass for entertainment.
I'm blending it together, and it's pretty awesome. And you know, one of my things is like you know, it's a rite of passage for men in middle age to one day you realize, holy fuck, I'm getting tits. You know, like
what?
I noticed it one time. I'm like, I got dimples, you know, like actual fucking underboob over here. And it's fucking like, this wasn't supposed to happen to me. And so like that kind of was my motivation. I'm like, if this is going to happen, then like I'm lashing out at Father Time. I'm going to get a boob job. So I had the guy, famous plastic surgeon from Botched, Terry Dubrow, on my podcast. Now,
is he one of those guys that fixes people?
Yeah, Botched. He's great. I love that guy. Happened to be brothers with the lead singer of Quiet Riot, too.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Come on, feel the noise.
Terry Dubrow. And
that's
okay, cool. Hold on. Oh, there's a couple more trans bits I want to check out here. Bear with me a second. There's that trans bit. Where's another trans bit in the transcript? Bear with me a second. Yeah, I think it might be here. Boom. Let's go.
Pretty evidently transgender. And I'm just like, dude, it's like the fucking universe is giving me signs over here, you know? And so like I ask this. Didn't even occur to me up to this point that I need to like run it by anybody, because I'm like, fuck it, my body, my choice, who cares? You know, I'm doing a dumb stunt to like, you know, be crazy. But in this situation, talk to this transgender person, like, hey, can I run something by you? And I spoke with them. They described to me a level of oppression that genuinely fucking broke my heart. They said, hey, let me tell you, like, I am not allowed to use the bathroom at my own place of work. We've got like politics.
That's not true. They're just not allowed to use the bathroom. It doesn't align with their biological sex.
Here we go. This is an all-timer rant. I think Rogan has been waiting for this moment. I think Rogan has been waiting for this moment his entire life. He's been waiting for this moment his entire life. the way he goes in on transgenders is fucking crazy. It's a bit right wing coded, right? Because you know, right wingers and conservatives seem to really, you know, the only thing they're more scared of than transgender people is probably black people or something, right? They're really fucking upset with transgender people, but Rogan really goes in hard.
Okay. But you got to realize they're not all. Listen, I genuinely think there's people that feel like they are in the wrong biological sex.
Thanks for saying that, Rogan. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for acknowledging that. You've made plenty of transgender people out there now sleep comfortable at night. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that, I guess.
Right. But there's also people that are fucking perverts, and they have a thing called autogynephilia. And what that is they get a turn on by pretending to be a woman. They get excited by it.
I love Rogan so much. Autogynephilia, these autogynephilias.
And they want to be around women, and they're creeps. And so you give them
Jesus
a fucking
Christ.
Willy Wonka golden ticket to go into the women's locker room and the women's bathroom and stare at women and pretend you're a woman when you're just a crazy man and you're actually into women.
Okay.
That's real too, man.
I don't doubt that that's real, and I know that it's a super complex, nuanced thing. And
but here's what's not complex. What is your chromosomes?
Right.
Okay? This is the same.
Jesus Christ, Rogan. Didn't you just say if you don't feel comfortable in your skin, then you're free to wear whatever you want to wear? And all of a sudden, it's like, what's your chromosomes? Jesus Christ, Jim. Jesus Christ.
Same thing for competing. Right. All these fucking mental gymnastics that seemingly intelligent people do to justify biological males competing with females.
Oh, I'm with it. I don't think anybody's
It's the same
that.
thing.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Right.
And especially as speaking as a man who has daughters, like there are creeps. And if you give
using your daughters for sympathy, pulling on his daughter's name for sympathy or for bullying, interesting. Pulling on his wife for kids, I get it.
Give a creep, and I'm not saying all trans people are creeps, right? But a lot.
It sounds like you are. It kind of sounds like you are, though.
Of these fucking people that are in trouble for going into women's bathrooms dressed as a woman with a fucking beard and a heart on are just that. They're creeps.
Right, okay.
They're crazy men. And these crazy men, their entire life, they would get beaten up for that. And now all of a sudden, they have to be accepted. So you've got two things going on at the same time.
For sure.
You've got people with gender dysphoria that...
I love how he's trying to move. Big up Steve, he's trying to move on. He's not letting him, though. He's not letting him. You're going to taste this fucking miliki. You're going to taste this fucking miliki.
Genuinely wish they were a woman or genuinely wish they were a man. And by the way, it's men that are the problem. No one gives a fuck about trans men going into the men's bathroom. Come on in. Who cares?
Right.
Who cares? Oh, a girl's going to shit next to you? Or what is she going to do? She's going to pee out of a funnel?
Right,
what is she going to do? Like,
hey,
no one's going to get hurt.
I'm not arguing
no
with
one's
you
going to
on
get
this.
hurt. This is the problem. When you allow perverts to have this hall pass to go into women's locker rooms and bathrooms.
Yeah.
So you can't say
all transgenders are perverts, according to Rogan.
You're not allowed to use the bathroom where you work. That's not true. You're just not allowed to use the women's room where other women are in there because you're not a woman. And I know you wish you were a woman or whatever's going on, but you're not.
Didn't he just say that he accepts people that if they feel they're born in the wrong body, now all of a sudden he's over the place? No, he's all over the place there. He's all over the fucking place. That's for sure. Cool.
You make a very, very good point.
If you're a woman, talk to most women about this. And it's unless they're insanely captured by this woke ideology where they can't see reality and the fact that perverts are still a real fucking thing.
Yeah.
And this loophole. You've given loopholes like.
What about your own friends, bro? What about your own friends and their preferred things they may or may not have done? What about them? What about your own performance, your own boys? You get me? But hey, what can we do? Cool. Let's see. Look his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at Rogan. Look at him. Transgenders scare him so much. Dave Chappelle and Rogan fucking hate transgenders. If they could fucking lock both of them away and throw in the key, I think they would. They absolutely hate them, which is hilarious considering, you know, this is one of his favorite tracks and shit. But yeah, Rogan's out here whiling over the transgenders.
Like, there's men in prison. I think it's like 47 biological males in California are housed in women's prisons. Some of them are sex offenders. Some of them in Canada. There's a guy in Canada that they had to pay for his boob job while he was in jail for being a sex offender, and they put him in a women's prison. Yeah.
I'm not arguing with
There's
this.
men who have pretended to be women, gone into women's prison, had sex with women and impregnated them. There's men who have sexually assaulted and raped women in prison that are pretending to be women with functional dicks. All they have to do is identify, air quotes. When you just have to identify, that's it. No operation, no nothing, identify. That is bonkers. And do you think they're giving them estrogen when they get in prison? Do they give hormone replacement therapy to people in prison? I don't know. I don't know. But even then, it's still a man with estrogen. You can't escape your fucking chromosomes, okay? And until you can, until there's some sort of a CRISPR thing that like, you really want to be a woman, we can turn you into an actual woman.
Jesus Christ, Rogan's having it. Rogan's not having it with the transgender community.
Until that happens, what you're dealing with is a form of gender dysphoria, which has always been classified as a mental illness.
Jesus. That line about all transgender people being mentally ill is so fucking unstable. It really is. Unstable but true, but unstable for years. You know what I mean? Damn, son. Let's get another one.
Until people became much more empathetic and sensitive to people that have this problem.
Right. Hey, and you make a...
Look at his face. Look at his little face. Look at his little face. Look at his little power. Look at him. Oh, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Cool. They caught the kid, by the way. They caught the kid. I think. Oh, there. Cool. We done that, right? We done this.
And you make a completely valid argument.
Nobody should be able to tell you you can't do something fucking stupid like get a boob job because they are transgender. That's crazy.
Understood. My experience was that I didn't get any of this, like, you know, sense that this was a creepy pervert, anything like that. I just thought
they don't have to be a creepy pervert.
Right.
Right. But it's still a man.
Understood. I just thought, man.
Fucking Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, Rogan. All right, we get it. We get it, Rogan. We fucking get it.
I just thought, man, I heard what they had to say about, you know, politicians trying to put them in internment camps, and you know.
Who's doing that? What politicians are saying they should be put in internment camps?
I think that there was some kind of.
There might be one kook out there that's saying that to try to get attention. There's no movement to try to put transgender people in internment camps.
Okay, well then I'll land on this.
Do you know who's killed more people than ICE this year?
No, please tell us.
Trans shooters. Do you know the majority of these?
Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, Rogan. Jesus Christ.
High school shootings have been transgender people?
I did not know that.
Yeah. How many of them? There was one recently, and yeah, it's a lot of them. You know why? Because they're giving them psych medications, they're giving them a bunch of crazy hormones, and a lot of them probably have mental struggles already, and they're ostracized from society, and fill in the blank, and then they're empowered by thinking that the world has done something bad to them, and that there's like a genocide against trans people, and they attack J.K. Rowling, and they attack all these people.
It's just that isn't that punching down though? There is small, in the grand scheme of things, the transgender community, especially in the States, must be like the single digit number, right? Millions. Internationally as well, it's very small. there's a certain group of black people buy, and that's what they stick with. So it's not even, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Martina Navratilova, who's like a famous lesbian, for being a bigot because she doesn't want biological men competing with women in tennis. It's nuts, man. And it's like either you go by biology or you do not. Either you go by XY chromosome, or then you're in this weird fucking gray area where someone could just tell you they're a woman. And that's how you get men in women's prisons.
Yeah. All right. You've convinced me.
Doesn't mean you can't be kind.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you can't.
Well, your friend Dave Chappelle isn't kind, is he? Your friend Dave Chappelle isn't kind, is he? About constantly making jokes about him, especially. He's not kind, I'd imagine. But hey.
I try to be kind to everyone. And if I meet someone who's trans, if they want me to call them Stacy or whatever, like, I know a couple trans people. My friend Jim Norton is married to a trans woman. Yeah. I'm super cool with them, hug her every time I see her. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if I was a woman, I want biological women in my... I think the solution is individual bathrooms whenever feasible. And if you want to have...
Individual bathrooms whenever feasible. Oh, I see what it means, like loos and stuff, right? Cool.
An all-gender bathroom, good luck with the legal ramifications of that if it's a bar, because then any guy can fucking go in there, and any guy and girl can be in if it's a multiple stall bathroom.
Right.
But the solution is XY chromosome. And the solution is, like, if a guy walks into the men's room with a dress on and he's trans, just leave him alone.
Exactly.
Leave him alone. Let him go to the bathroom. Like, what is the big deal?
Yeah.
You're like, at the end of the day, we have to understand that, like, what is more important? One person's feelings or the safety of all these women? And the safety of all these women is much...
Everyone's feelings are safe, or should be considered everyone's.
More important.
Yep.
So you gotta be kind to people, but also you gotta have rules. There's a reason why there's a woman's room and a men's room. It's because some men are fucking creeps. And if you allow those creeps to just put on a dress, well, and again, I'm not saying all trans people are like this at all.
You kind of are though, bro. You kind of are. You kind of saying a whole bunch of spicy shit, then burying your foot over it with amazing trousers, then exposing the spicy shit again. You kind of are. I'm not gonna lie. You kind of are. Jeez, so much stuff to fucking read in there. Documentary called protesting. His breakout song is 2017. It's fucking crazy though. What is that? The Joe Rogan what? Challenge? Okay, no, it's not a challenge. Cool. We got most of that done. So Rogan hates transgender people as per usual. I think he said something also in the bag about wanting that vintage fucking 4 million. You know what I mean? That's how much I want for it. That's how much I want for it. Oh God. Come on. Work, you piece of shit. Why is it not playing? Why is it not playing?
Well, God damn it. And my only takeaway from my experience that I was relating to you is that it made me feel compassionate.
Well, that's
and
nice.
I want to be a good.
That's good. A better reason would be it's fucking stupid to get a boob job. Don't do it. No one's gonna like you more. I think you're cool because you got a boob job at 52.
I'm glad. I'm glad. That
How old are you now?
51.
Yeah, that's too old for a boob job.
Yeah.
Even if you're a girl.
Stop.
Unless
I'm
you
really,
just got divorced, you're like, I need some new dick. I gotta go.
I'm really glad that I didn't do it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But if you were here with a boob, with two giant boobs, I'd be like, I don't know what to say to this guy. This is so stupid.
You know who was into the idea, thought it was fucking really funny, was Bird.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Also, he has his own boobs. So, you know.
Right.
Bert goes back and forth, but he's light now. He quit drinking for like 6 months.
Oh, man.
Anyway, you get the point. Rogan doesn't like transgender people. Rogan doesn't like transgender people. Not one little Scooby-Doo bit. He hates them so much. Hates them for no reason, really. It seems like he just hates them so much. He just hates them so much. Cool. I think we're gonna go for a few more minutes. I've got a bank. I've got a doctor's appointment in the morning, so we're gonna do a couple more. Then I'm gonna bounce. How much have we done? Oh, we've only done an hour and a half. We've done more than that. Fuck. All right, cool. Let's steamroll through a couple more. Then I'm gonna bounce. All right. Let's steamroll through a couple more. Let's do 2 to try. 2 to try. Alex Jones finally realizes he's over for Trump. Alex Jones finally realizes it's over for Trump. Let's hear this one. Big up 2 to try, and big up Alex Jones and Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes. Okay. When did that happen? I need to watch that. That's probably gonna be a barrel of laughs. Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes. I need to watch that episode.
So to me, I needed Trump as my lifeboat may not be perfect, but it's the lifeboat I've got. And I'm watching it sink by its own doing. And so this is horrifying. And so, but I can't sign on to covering up Epstein. I can't sign on to World War III.
Okay.
And so that's why I tried to promote the optimism, because I fucking need this, man. Like, I want to fix the country. I want to turn it around. So it's not that I was delusional. I still hope we can turn it around, but I just... Sorry, go ahead. You get what I'm saying?
You're right. I mean, what other option do we have?
Wrong. The worst guy ever you want to be left with on your own at the fucking house party with your mates. The worst one. Such a liability. The worst one. I wonder what they ate. Wonder what it was. But yeah, the last one. Jesus Christos.
That's really the question. People say, well, what else is there?
Well,
Because
that's
they
it.
got
I'm
Trump.
so sad to have to start turning loose of something that had so much potential.
All right, so Alex Jones is going through it once
Is he
again.
crying?
The crash outs just keep becoming more frequent, and he always has a meltdown over Trump betraying him and the voters, but then he always goes back to supporting him. It's embarrassing. You know, Trump constantly makes Alex look like a fool, but Alex just keeps going back to him and kissing his ass for some reason. He's trying so hard to give Trump the benefit of the doubt with the Epstein files and all the other controversy. Like, he's always doing PR for the administration, which he gets cooked for. So hopefully this is it, because it's just pathetic seeing him constantly make a fool out of himself trying to help Trump. And then in return, Trump just makes things even more difficult for him. You know, it must be so exhausting coming up with all these reasons to justify Trump not releasing the Epstein files.
I think what it's come down to is that Alex Jones had one idea, one side or whatever of what Carl Craig was like, you know? I think that's the issue, you know? I think that's the main issue. You just didn't know that you were even alive, mate. Should have made more of a tension grabby thing or camera, whatever, you get me? But hey, what do I know?
And now, after a year of Alex trying to do damage control over that, he's expected to defend Trump going to war with Iran. So I think he's finally jumping ship. He just seems so defeated. You know, this was supposed to be a golden age. He thought Trump was going to fix everything, but it's a mess. Alex also always says he needs Trump to succeed, because if not, the Democrats will shut him down and put him in jail. So it's hard for him to admit Trump screwed up, but now after Trump attacked Iran, Alex just seems fed up with him. And Alex had Nick Fuentes on his show, who predicted Trump would go to war with Iran and didn't vote for him and told his fans not to vote for him because of that. And now he's telling people to vote for Democrats for the midterms to basically teach Republicans a lesson. And when he said this to Alex looked like he was dying inside.
But quickly, I mean, by the hour, I morally cannot be part of this. You're already there saying vote Democrat. I get you're saying that as a carrot and the stick, but I mean, what the hell's going on here?
I think you have to. I think you have to vote Democrat in 26, and I'll tell you why. I mean, we're being told always that the Republicans are the lesser of two evils, that, you know, they're going to be marginally better than the Democrats. Look at all of the broken promises. Epstein files, that's huge. It's huge. And let's be honest, they tried to cover it up. It's not like they fumbled that. It's not like they made a mistake. They engaged in an active cover-up.
No, they didn't make a mistake. They just didn't get away with it, didn't it? They didn't make a mistake. You know what I mean? They definitely didn't. To be fair, no, that may be true. Because wasn't there a report that one of the UK ones drove into a car or something, I think? Not too sure. Not too fucking sure, but yeah. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. You got a hat trick as well. Shit. And you still lost. Oh, no, I didn't. It's what I'm talking about.
And they failed only because of a revolt within their own party. And now Marjorie Greene is an outcast. She was like the MAGA congresswoman. She was like...
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Seeing Marjorie Taylor Greene flip has been quite interesting to watch. I never would have expected her to flip. Seeing her flip is quite interesting, quite satisfying. Big up her, big up her, big up her.
The one in Congress who came after Trump won the election. She's an outcast because she led the coup to get the Epstein files released. That's a big one.
And Alex looked like he's trying to hold back tears during this, because deep down he knows it's over. At one point he said it's like watching your grandma die. And he's been backing Trump for over a decade now. And originally, Trump's promise was no new wars and staying out of the Middle East. You know, his fans would say he's the candidate of peace and would end wars. So this might be as big of a stab in the back as him covering up the Epstein files.
And then now Trump says we got to put troops on the other side of the Strait of Hormuz to protect us. I said it in the first hour. It's happening in live time. Nick, this is like a bad dream.
It is. It feels surreal. I still can't even believe it. Even though I've been predicting it and even though we're watching it, I wake up and I see the news. We are at war with Iran. And for people that are not paying attention to all this stuff, again, it cannot be overstated. This is like, it's literally the neocon nightmare scenario, like war with Iraq, Syria, now Iran. You
This
just
is
go
the
like,
ghost of the neocons possessing us. This is their wet dream.
yes.
Pause.
And for Trump to be the one delivering it, that's the most surreal aspect of all of it. You could see a DeSantis doing this. You could see a Kamala Harris doing this, honestly. But to see Donald Trump on Friday night at Mar-a-Lago with the hat on, with the black curtain announcing this war, building the case against the Iranian regime, you go, what happened? What happened to this movement? You know, I mean, you and I, we've been with Trump really since the beginning, since 2015. And when he came down the escalator, his first big move was basically to destroy this Republican support for war and the war in Iraq in particular, repudiate that whole legacy.
And another big problem they have with him that I haven't heard many people talk about is that Trump refuses to help build people up to take the reins when he's gone. You know, he doesn't care about the future of the Republican Party at all. Like Alex and Nick were talking
But
about.
to be fair to him, the people that he's talking to, are they happy with their position as well? You know? Touche, you know. But hey, here we are.
How Trump set it up so there's basically no young Republicans in a position to take over.
Read. Okay, cool. For some reason it's not working. And that's the gist of it, basically. I want to see what the bit where Adrian starts crying, though. There's a bit where he starts crying.
And the people that were in a position were taken down by Trump and his handlers. So not only does he not help build people up, but he tries to keep people down.
You're right. I mean, what other option do we have? That's really the question. People say, well, what else is there?
Well,
Because
that's
you
it.
got
I'm
Trump.
so sad to have to start turning loose of something that had so much potential.
What?
Yeah,
it's
well,
like,
not only
it's like
that.
a grandma dying or something.
Cool.
Well, it's sort of literally. I mean, he's kind of getting up there, you know. So it's very tragic and sad, and sadly, there's no alternative. I think it would be a little bit easier on all of us if there was any underclassmen here.
Exactly. There's no. I was about to say there's no stable of new horses here.
Yeah, and I see that as a big failure of Trump because it should have been a whole new stable. It should have been a new generation of MAGA congressmen and senators. You know, like, where's our AOC? Well, they all got cannibalized.
I respect you. Just something you say about you're a leader, you care. I'm like, you're the future, Nick. We're counting on you. A real leader immediately recognizes younger bulls that are going to lead the people in the future. That's what a tribal leader does. With Trump, it's this ego thing where anybody else being strong is bad. And as he gets older, it gets worse. It's sick.
Your friend Joe Rogan's like that too, brother. But your friend Joe Rogan's like that too.
You're right. That's like a boomer thing. That's the baby boomers, or he's 1946. This is like a baby boomer thing. They will not like let us have anything. They're hoarding the wealth. They're hoarding these like fiefdoms. You're right. It is an ego thing. And at the end of the day, that is really his issue. Nobody wants to admit it. It's actually brave of you to say that because that's a huge thing. A lot of people say, oh, it's his advisors. He's getting bad advice. It's his personnel. It's him.
No,
It's
I said
always
back in
been
March,
him.
it's him coming up Epstein. All because he loves the power of protecting all these scumbags.
And at least Alex will directly call out Trump now. I mean, I see so many people who will criticize everyone but him. You know, they act like he has no authority and he's just being taken advantage of by all the people around him and his administration and Israel. But then they'll never criticize Trump directly because I think a lot of people are nervous about upsetting him because Trump will go after people on the right even harder than people on the left. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massey, he absolutely hates them now more than people on the left, it seems like, which Alex and Nick also talk about here, and how Trump and the people around him are more focused on shutting down criticism that's coming from their own side. Like Trump will protect all the Democrat elites in the Epstein files, but then go after some of his biggest former supporters who voice the concerns about his decisions. Like it's either you're 100% with him or 100% against him. There's no in between. you know, you got to trust the plan. That's what all the sycophants will say. Like, everything Trump does is 4D chess. Like, Alex originally claimed Trump was using the Epstein files to blackmail the deep state. That's why he didn't want to release them. It's so funny seeing people have to come up with all this nonsense. I mean, Trump's always talking about how he feels bad for people in the Epstein files, like Bill Clinton. He's like, I like Bill Clinton. I hate to see what he's going through. I hate seeing him exposed in the files. But his fans think Bill Clinton was eating babies on Epstein's island. So they have to think of some way to spin it like, oh, he's just saying that. And eventually he's planning on arresting Bill Clinton, which you either got to be completely delusional or being paid to still defend this nonsense. Or maybe people are just really scared of Trump.
There's like maybe 2 tracks that are decent. Maybe 3 if you're being charitable, but I say probably 2. Not that great.
Coming after them. You know, like when Marjorie Taylor Greene started pushing for the Epstein file release while Trump was trying to cover it up, he really started going after her and she was freaking out about it. So I think Trump tries to keep people in line by threatening them.
The Republican Party is now looking at all of us that have any soul, and they see us as the enemy.
We got to get out of Dodge, man. I don't know what country you're dropping in at, but that's the saddest part. You know, the whole country's coming down, the GOP's coming down. It's hard to kind of figure out what that next move is. That's why, for me, I just keep my options
used
open.
to head up the Army and then the Defense Intelligence. He got confirmed. He won't give me classified stuff, but they're like, sir, they got a whole opposition thing to take us down, and you're at the top. And they say it's a bunch of names. And he's like, so, yeah, no, they're literally not worried about Democrats.
And I think as well, the full self-driving, you have to reach a certain speed in it before it turns on or something. I forgot which one it was. There's like a limit or something, and then it goes into full self-driving.
Them in jail. They're literally worried about loyal Americans. And to the Pentagon's credit, they're like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, well, that's the story of the admin, you know? Bill Clinton is being protected. Hillary, Obama, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's always this cope, like, well, you know, here's how Trump can still win.
Here's I'm saying you're right, because we learned this the last 60 days. I told you this on the phone. I don't know if it got through because I talk fast. Dude, we're the focus because they know we're not sellouts. They're like, look, we got it all. We got Trump under control. Who will block us? And they're literally getting rid of Ed Martin.
That's actually a really good point. That's actually a really, really fucking good point. So they're pandering to the fan base you want. Just put out more content, focusing on maybe some of the people on the pirates. You know what I mean? That'll do fucking numbers as opposed to I've got a winery and shit. Like, come on. Championship level quality, man. Even League 1, League 2 quality goalkeeping. That was fucking diabolical. Diabolical, that. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, decent enough game, I guess. Not decent, horrible. Horrible, 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 horrible.
Creating fouls on us. And they're pissed because there's nothing there. Literally, the eye of the White House is on us because they're worried we'll influence Trump.
That's how it's always been. You know, the GOP has always been cannibalizing the authentic base. That's just it.
Wait a sec, what are you talking about self-driving in response to this clip? What? I don't know. Did I say something about self-driving? Did I speak about self-driving here? I must be getting loopy. Must be the fatigue. Did I talk about self-driving here? Yeah, maybe, yeah, I'm unique maxing. That's brilliant, isn't it? I'm probably getting loopy from being up so late. Apologies. I'm only gonna be on for a little while and then I'll jump off. I'll be back again tomorrow. Yeah. I saw my self-driving cars. Really, was I?
And that's why I've always said the GOP is really our biggest enemy. It's not even the Democrats, because at least the Democrats are the devil you know. And you know that they're your enemy. But it's always these Republicans. They say, we're going to take the fight, hold the line, all this. And then they always turn the cannons inward and shoot at their own people. That has always been the story. So, you know, I tell my followers, take your own side. The GOP is not looking out for you. They're not fighting your enemies. They're not securing advantages for you.
America first in our
self-driving. Watching Nick Fuentes and start talking about self-driving, listening to Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones and start talking about fucking self-driving cars is crazy work. But definitely up my alley. Definitely up my alley. Apologies, people. Apologies. This hasn't been the best stream in the world. Not been high on quality, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
America Survival. In fact, I'm going to start the America Survival Party.
Okay, cool. Anyway, we done that. We've done that. Oi, boy. So, self-driving cars is crazy. I don't know what the fuck I'm on right now, but yeah, let's go back. Apologies, people. I'm sorry about that. You know what? Let's switch it up again. Let me do some public freakout. Maybe that might wake me up a little bit for the last 10 minutes or so. Let me do some public freakout clips, and that might wake me up. All right. Apologies, people. Apologies. It's not been the best quality show either. I'll be back again tomorrow. I'll improve. Because I got a thingy to like later on today. That's why I got to go to the what they called the author thingy, whatever. I've got an appointment on my elbow, so I'm a little bit conscious about that with time. So apologies, people. Who am I seeing tomorrow? Who am I seeing? I'm seeing my orthopedic. That's it. I got an orthopedic appointment. Oh, it's at 9:45. Oh my god. How the fuck am I gonna wake up? Okay, cool. Anyway, let's continue.
We are honored to come before your presence.
Is this new? Religious fanatics praying for the Armageddon. Is this new? Did this happen today, or is this an old one?
Today, lifting up the arms of our president. We pray for your continued blessing and favor to rest upon him. We pray for wisdom from heaven to flood his heart, his mind, and Lord, you.
Do you think they're gonna do this with Joe Rogan one day? Do you think Rogan's gonna get this treatment? Because Rogan's a Christian now, right? Do you think comedians would ever do this to Rogan, or do you think this would be a step too far? You know the comedians like Brian and those guys that suck him off. You know the comedians that suck off Rogan. Do you think they would ever go this far and openly pray for him this way, or do you think they'd be too embarrassed to do this? And I hate how he's got black people next to him praying, by the way. Fucking hell, it's annoying.
Will guide him in these challenging times that we're facing today. I pray for your grace and your protection over him. I pray for your grace and protection over our troops and all of our men and women serving in our armed forces. And Father, we just pray you'll continue to give our president the strength that he needs to lead our great nation as we come back to one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We pray your heavenly blessing upon him in Jesus' name.
What's that? Well, big up pre-ban for Loco. If Rogan said pray for me, Callan, I'll leave you my pod. I'll have you on my pod is crazy. Yeah, exactly. Pray for me and I'll give you a red and C. Pray for me and you get a red and C. Cool, let's move on from that one. Multiple hits from Iran's latest missile.
An Iranian strike deep in the
In
heart
Tel Aviv.
of Tel Aviv.
You're the hit in Tel Aviv in Israel.
For the fifth straight day, the skies above the city lit.
Holy shit. Okay, the hit in Tel Aviv. Fucking hell.
More frequently, the amount of firepower over Iran and over Tehran is about to surge dramatically. And part of it is that we're going to have even more basing. And it's not just the UK. We've had other friends step up, and we're grateful for that.
Why is he so happy about it? Huh. Seems too happy for me. Seems too happy for me. Was that Christy Noam confronted about taking? I can't play. I'm not watching that. Skaters v homeowners in Valencia, Spain. That toast. Do you guys think you'll ever turn into these people? Do you think when you guys are old and grey, do you think you'll ever turn into these people? I don't think I will. I don't think I could ever be a person that starts chucking like toast at skaters skating by my fucking apartment building or house and shit. I don't think I could ever be that person, but I don't know. These people were regular people at once, right? They were regular kids when they were younger. They were chill regular kids. When you grow up and you become so angry, like you start throwing fucking water from your fucking balcony. You start chucking fucking dog shit down to like. I don't think I could ever be that kind of person. I really don't think so. But At one point, these people were regular. They were regular kids at one point.
And happiness is being close to you.
The stale toast is a good touch, though. The stale touch is a good toast. The stale toast is a good touch. The stale toast is a good touch. Donna is the boss.
Really don't think we asked him?
No, I don't care if you ask him. I'm going to tell him. If he tells you to fish in his yard, you fish in his yard. You don't walk the whole lake. You got that?
I got that. 100%.
Goodness. Are these kids going to let you fish back there on the lake? And then you just ask them?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you say yeah, tell them to stay on your property, Dennis.
It's not that serious. That's serious.
Ask him to go there.
He told us to get off his property, so then we walked off his property. And now he's
I live in
mad.
3 houses. If they're going to fit, you sit back there with them, make sure they don't go anywhere.
I ain't sitting back there. They know where my yard is.
Hey, we saw a fish and you told us to get off, so we got off and we went back here, and you're still mad. And you're still mad.
Somebody comes to my house.
Did not give them the right of way.
Let me tell you what happened when we moved into this damn subdivision, and I called the association and said, there are kids fishing in the pond behind my house, and I'm pissed. They're leaving hot dog wrappers.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Hey!
They told
Settle
me.
down, lady.
No, you were the one who was screaming at him.
Right.
So by God, you don't scream at my husband like some idiot when you.
That's the kind of wife we all need, man. That's the kind of wife we all need. Big up fucking Donna. That's the fucking wife we all need. Don't you scream at... You were screaming at my husband, so I'm going to scream at you. Don't you dare scream at my husband, so I'm going to scream at you.
Do you have a gun?
Oh.
Why people?
We need it. We need... Yeah, exactly. This is the white people I like. This is the type of white people I like. These are the type of white people I like. They back you up. They stand up for you. Do you know what I mean? They get involved. Big up Donna, man. Holding her husband down. Big up Donna holding her husband down. What a legend. What a legend.
No. Tell me something.
I didn't have a freaking leg to stand
Yes, you do.
on.
Yes, you
They
do.
told me I
You guys
did.
okay?
Yeah, he told us to get out of his yard, and we got out of his yard.
4 years.
Yeah, well, that's
It's over with.
No, I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Donna.
Donna, what is your last name?
It is on the mailbox.
What?
Go home. Just go home.
Dennis,
Go
we
home.
need to make sure that you don't have people coming up saying, hey, you mind if I go fishing in your backyard and come and steal stuff out of my house?
Whoa, what?
No, I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying it just opens the door.
What?
Dennis, you go home. Right in that door.
Go home.
Okay, Dennis, that's not going to happen here. You get that? Because I want to understand. You understand.
Or I will call the cops.
You're so embarrassed.
Have you arrested for trespassing.
Dennis,
Go home.
Dennis, this isn't done.
Go
This
home.
isn't done, Dennis. And
These
kids,
guys are fine.
We're out of your yard.
they're fine, Dennis. They're fine. When they break their leg on my property, it's not fine.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for bringing his problems over here. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
What's your
sorry.
name? Jonah. Jonah. I'm sorry.
I'm Aiden Scott. Nice to meet you.
Aiden, all right.
Fucking hell, man. What is wrong with that guy? What the fuck is wrong with that guy? Dennis. Big up Donna. Big up fucking Donna. She came through like a wrecking ball. US tourist gets mad at attempts to fight a street musician. Local steps in and defend the musician. Otra vez los americanos haciendo de las suyas. ¿O suyas? Otra vez los americanos haciendo de las suyas or soyas? How you pronounce that? Is it suyas? Suyas. Yeah, this is Mexico. Chill out, bro. This ain't your hood. This ain't your hood, bro. Chill. This ain't your hood. This ain't your hood, bro. Chill. Look what the Mexicans stepping up. Love it. Look what the Mexicans stepping up. Tell the gringo to sit down and shut the fuck up, bro. I love that. Look what the Mexicans standing up say, hey, gringo, shut up. Drink your fucking cerveza and shut the fuck up. You don't have any rights here. Relax. You'd only get hung from a bridge. Chill. I love that. Armed men dressed like ICE agents were filmed in Minneapolis pulling guns on 2 United States citizens while refusing to show. Now I'm good on that. No more ICE is too depressing for me. Flock of camera installer gets mad at a man recording that's 15 minutes long. The US Senate has rejected the war powers. Rival gangster learns respect.
Big, bro. The big homie. Don't worry about it. Nigga, you better go figure out who the fuck it is, because now every time I see you, I'm knock you the fuck out. Or you'll be on a fucking t-shirt. You want to fake with one? What's up? You're not gangster, bro. I'm gangster. Nigga, if I ever find you out here... What was that?
Oh no. I'm gangster. Boom. And then his ass is out. One hit on the back of the head and his ass is out.
Jacob, get up!
Huh?
What was that? Alright, watch this. Or you'll be on a fucking t-shirt. You want to fake with one? What's up? On a fucking t-shirt. Or you'll be on a fucking t-shirt. You want to fake with one? What's up? You're not gangster, bro. I'm gangster. Nigga, if I ever find you out here... I ever find you out here. If I ever find you out here. If I ever find you out here. If I ever find you out. If I ever find you out here. Find you out here.
Fucking hell. Sorry about that, guy. Background reporters with leprechaun spoil broke out. Matt Schlapp defends deaths in Iran. What?
To wait, and now it turns out it was friendly fire from a Kuwaiti pilot who mistook them for Iranians. So I just think we need to get to facts before you declare
I understand
that this
what
was
you're
definitely an Israeli missile.
Pierce, even if it was an Iranian missile that was fired in response to the attack from Israel and the United States, right? Even if it was an Iranian missile, those girls would still be alive today if the United States and Israel had not launched the attack. So you are right. We don't know who launched the missile, but we know that if the US and Israel had not attacked a country that poses no serious threat to them, Israel has hundreds of nuclear weapons, America has thousands, that those girls would be alive.
Okay, but I would also say to that it's indisputable that it is indisputable to me. Well, hang on, Matt, please. Hang on, please. Let me finish my point. Matt, let me just make the point.
Alive in a burger? What? Okay. Matt Schlapp is a bit of a prick. Senator, okay, I'm not gonna head out. I don't want to see someone breaking their hand.
Nah, bro, you don't want to walk there.
Cool. Wall Street guy, what?
All I saw was that you...
No, I don't want to do that either. The whistles go woo, no. And then everyone claps. Senators, large commotion. Tom Shee. Mission instructions. Cool. I think we're done there. I think we might leave it there. There's not really a lot here to check out. Maybe I'll check quickly the little comma you read it. Let's see here before we duck out and leave. Any decent bits on the comedy Reddit? Maybe I'll just put it top and I'll do past month or week. Let's do past week. It doesn't scale.
Define communism for me.
Define communism from each according to their abilities to each according to their needs. Yeah, it just doesn't scale. Everyone is a communist. All of you are communists with your family. If you've got kids, you're a fucking communist at home. Each according to their needs, you take care of them. Of course you do. And as things get wide in your local community, you might be a socialist. Try and help everyone out. And then you get up to nation state level and you go, yeah, fuck those guys. There's always going to be an in-group preference. I'm sorry.
Going outside, it hits different now.
Hey, this is wild. This just happened. I went outside to get some fresh air. Nothing against y'all, I just need it. And I swear to God, I went outside and a police helicopter just put its spotlight right over me. I I'm not even playing. As the bouncer, as the photographer, I stepped outside and immediately was just like, what the like, I feel like CJ from San Andreas. Like, this is y'all are my alibi. Like, the cop pulled up to me, he goes, did you hear gunshots? And I'm like, I'm getting my set list together. Now I shot somebody, yeah. That's it, boop, boop, now to tell these jokes. Knock, knock, who's there? Me with a gun, bow. I killed somebody, that'd be so funny. I killed somebody that came up here. And I'm like, yo, dating is so hard.
Big up black man, big up black man.
We're at war! Woo! Who's ready to clap cheeks with the Iranians? Also, I misspoke. It's not a war. Who said war? What? To do a war, you gotta go to Congress and get a little high five, and that's not gonna happen because Congress is fucking gay. So, this is a regime change! And by that I mean I was told that this is not a regime change. We're not in the business of doing that, but hey, I guess the side effect of killing everybody in the regime is a regime change! Yeah! Also, now's the easy part, Iranians. You guys just set up a working democratic secular government. Super easy to do. World's watching you. Don't screw it up. This is not Iraq, all right? I committed war crimes in Iraq. I think I know what I'm talking about. Iraq is spelled with the Q. This is spelled with an N, all right? And remember, we got rid of a religious theocracy using the help of our one true God, Jesus Christ. It's like my commanders told the soldiers, Jesus Christ appointed Donald Trump to kill as many people as possible. Remember what Jesus said? Kill them all, let my dad sort them out. All right, I'm gonna go assault somebody.
Comedy's awesome, isn't it? Comedy's awesome, isn't it? Comedy is fucking awesome, isn't it? Comedy is fucking awesome. Okay, people, I'm gonna leave you. This has been the comedy, actually. Not my best performance. Not my best performance. Please forgive me. Been a bit tired. I've had a lot to do over the last week and shit. But we're gonna be back again tomorrow with a longer show, back to the 4 hours. And we'll get it in, and it'll be a higher quality than this, and I won't be talking about self-driving cars while Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones is talking. Okay, I will not repeat the same mistake. Andrew W, like, hold on, why are you talking about self-driving cars? Yeah, thank you for the love, appreciate it. Big up Diana. Yeah, I'm gonna go for my little checkup tomorrow, so big up, big up, big up. Yes. Thank you very much, people. I appreciate you. See you guys tomorrow, okay? See you guys tomorrow. We'll have a nice little Friday stream. Nice little Friday night stream. So big up everybody. Take care. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Peace. Peace out. Later.